Hello and welcome back to Chapter 3 of Danganronpa Antebellum Lockdown. In the last episode, we just started. We met all the characters after the traumatizing events of Chapter 2, where Taka, and Maiko died. Well, Molly died. And the TLDR is Asuka, Asuga. Oh, how many times can I say Asuga until I get it right? Asuka, Lyra, and Ezekiel in our group. Everyone hates Shinku except maybe Alora, who really is kind of being forced to like him because he's the one giving her food and no one else is kind of looking at her. She's hopeful that people wouldn't let her starve, but we all know what Zeke said, so I feel like he might let her starve. But I'm pretty sure a majority of the group doesn't want her to die. We saw Ismini for a split second, where upon the sight of Shinku, her face turned blue and she ran out of the room, which is probably the most relatable thing of seeing Shinku, so love her for that. And yeah, we met Fu. He kind of goaded us on until he successfully got an reaction out of us, which is what he wanted. And speaking of Fu, I end off the last episode at the first free time event or whatever you can do slot of the chapter. And Fu is in the common area, which means he probably has something he wants to do. And I literally just realized now that he is at a poker table or some sort of gambling thing. I don't do gambling. I don't know what this table is. And I literally made a joke about going up here and gambling my life away. And I probably should have realized about that sooner. But we're gonna do Fu's thing. Looking for some company, kid. If I was, it wouldn't be with you. I can assure you of that. Aww. Don't give me that tone. Haven't you heard of networking? Maybe you could try to get something out of me. I doubt that. I'll tell you what. Let's strike a deal. No thanks. Goodbye. See you later. Not even hearing me out, huh? I see no reason why I should. I'm not letting you have any more leverage over me than you already have. Guess you really haven't changed at all. Always taking the easy way out. You can give people a lot of pretty words, but when it comes to stepping up and becoming uncomfortable to help out the wider group, you always run away. And you haven't changed at all, just trying to goad more information to me like you did in the last chapter. I don't see you. You presumably, allegedly, help this kidnappers here. I don't see how anything you could want would help the wider group at all. So I feel like you're just trying to get us to be like, you. Okay, I'm so sorry. Is this sprite new? I'm sorry. I saw it in the last chapter, and it came right after I said Shinku hisses like heh. And this sprite come. I have never seen this sprite before. This is a new one, right? Because it really does like he's hissing at him in this, like. How long are you gonna keep doing this? By God, the chapter hasn't. We haven't even finished an hour of this chapter, and you've already hissed me 3 times. I've seen the length on YouTube. I watch our videos, Shinku. God, I cannot have like 20 hisses this chapter. I will literally kill myself unless that's what you're going for. And let me tell you, you are doing a great job. Is this such a crime to not want to be hurt? Man up. Well, if you want to step up and do something for once, let's make a deal. If you can find some cards, how's about we play some poker? If you got more gist by me, by the end, I'll answer one question. Whatever you want. And what if I lose? Then you'll answer something I have to ask. And this is another thing that makes me feel like Fu isn't running the game, because presumably you should know everything about me if you count on me for a killing game. And if it's something that's not about my like, history or it's like more of a like emotional question about how I feel about something like Dracula Michael's passing or why I do things. Why did this benefit you? Like, this I don't know. Exactly. What's the point? If you're the one behind this, you should clearly know everything about me. I just want to see you admit it. So, do we have a deal or not? I'll have to think about it.
The first step would be finding some cards if I want to play. Maybe someone has some in their cell? Well, thanks for the hint. I was going to go to Asuka since she's a ringleader. Who else would... Let me just go through the talents just before I go staring into Asuka's room. So we have me. I'm the novelist, crime novelist. Lyra is a debater. Zeke is a stuntman. Takigo is a rental sister. Dracul is a D&D player. Alora is a biochemist. I might look at Dracul as well. Dracul is Meanie is a classicist. Taka is a TV presenter. Fu is a salesman. Asuka is a ringleader. Mint is a... Oh, what you call it? How can I forget Mint's talents? Herbalist. And Mike was a voice actor. So I go into Asuka's room first. Oh, hey Asuka, don't mind me. How are you doing?
There you are, and there you are, and hey, don't get too greedy. You already had two. Jeez.
Asuka was busy keep feeding their pet frogs. It was honestly pretty impressive they'd kept them alive this long. I suppose they must have just been pretty determined. Managed to get enough bugs?
Excuse me. Give them, they're still hungry. Jeez, it's kind of a pickle. Oh well. Guess I'll just have to get more next time. Gotta keep up with the appetites. I don't want him going hungry.
All right. Just don't put too much stress on yourself. I'm sure the others would be more happy than to help you gather up bugs too.
I know. Don't you worry. I'll keep these guys alive no matter what it takes. Mark my words. That way, I can at least keep a little bit of him alive too. Sorry, anyway, don't give me the dramatic gasp, please. Want to try feeding them? I've still got a worm or two left.
They're looking a bit fresh. They're looking a bit fresh. I'll give it a go.
It takes a bit of courage. It's a little uncomfortable at first, but I know you've got it.
A bit squeamishly, it picked up one of the wriggling worms and went to drop it in the enclosure.
Here, hold on to it. Give it a chance for the smaller one to get it. They haven't had as much yet.
The smaller one always next person nature, Asuka. You better make sure it's well fed.
Do I have to? It feels weird.
Sometimes you gotta stick through uncomfortable situations to help others. Come on.
Wow, Shinku, this is the second time you've been called out for not be willing to go through uncomfortable situations for other people. I wonder if that's a sign. Eventually, excuse me, in a monologue, I don't know why you sound like Asuka. Eventually, the worm was fed to the right frog.
Is that so bad?
I never want to touch anything else with my hands again.
Shinku, you're not that squeamish, are you?
Maybe a little.
If you don't want to wash off your hands immediately, I think that's the frog's fed. So if you'd like to, you're free to stay and chat for a bit.
Nah.
Alright. I feel free to come back after you've washed your hands off. Offer still stands.
I'll keep it in mind.
Well, let me invade your private space. Any cards here? Filled with various stage costumes and outfits. Fun. The cabinet is filled with boxes of snacks. Each box has a different name on them. A plant to make the air in the room more fresh. Lovely. A picture of Asuka with a bunch of children. Must be our circus. They look very happy. Looks at their crime. I have a feeling we might be going into Dracula's room, which honestly kind of makes sense for us to go back into Dracula's room. I was thinking about that when I mentioned his name. There's none in the... Anything? One of those little fortune-telling machines you'd find at carnivals. I don't have any coins to put it in, though. I've always been hopeless on balance beams like this. I've got no sense of balance whatsoever, so that's why this is door. Guess not. Okay. Well, time to go to jacuzzi room, I suppose. It's locked. Right. Who else would have it? Okay, so if the dead people are locked. Okay, this is kind of difficult. Let's go to this mini cell, I guess. What? Who's this? This is mini, right? Oh, it is mini. Never mind. For some reason, I always imagine this mini to be number 7. I don't know why. Any cards? A half-finished essay. Some rich, expensive wines.
My goodness, I could not afford these. Oh God.
Various classics, ancient scriptures, and translations. Various classics, ancient scriptures, and translations. Various classics, ancient scriptures, and translations. An elaborate collection of various wines. Oh, a fireplace. A cozy fireplace for a cozy reading experience. Weapons.
With this net, I will restrain him in the bands. With these daggers, I shall kill him and his lover.
Lovely.
Whoever can string the bow and fire an arrow through the axe heads may have my hand in marriage. Penelope's challenge.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. A beautiful marble statue frozen in time. I assume this is also a beautiful marble statue frozen in time. Anything about the pillars? Pillars? No, the pillars are irrelevant. Oh, I can't go to the left side. Too many wine bottles. Draws of closed books and pictures of Ismini and her friends. The pictures seem recently torn to shreds. Anything about her bed? No. Oh, the pictures were recently torn to shreds. Oh. Wow, Ismini. Oh, you're thinking of me. Ah, how sweet. I love how you think about me and your... let's lose your anger session, I suppose. Oh god, don't go today. This is Fu. If this card's in Fu style, I'm gonna be upset. Why would he make me do this to me?
We really need to get him to lay off the beer, by God.
What's this? They're really helping his gambling addiction, huh? Addition?
His gambling addiction.
Huh? What's this?
His gambling addiction.
Bust of a gorgeous woman. The cabinet filled with various kinds of alcoholic drinks. Books on statistics, economics, and theology? Ooh, a seat. Various business proposals. Anything about the plan behind us? Nope. Loads of ties and suits. Does he just wear the same outfit over and over? Do we not all do that? What outfit are you wearing? Do you have 5 changes of the same outfit, and during the time skip you just wear all these different funky outfits, and you always wear the same thing too? A picture of a gorgeous woman and a sweet looking child. Fu seems happy with them. Nope, no.
God damn this piece of paper that can't let me move forward.
Anyways, that's another wrong cell. I'm sure I'll find it eventually. Well, may as well check Alora. Where is Asuka? But Alora's cell is going to be empty now, isn't it? Is it? Well, that's Takiko. Alora's number 6, but that's going to be just empty. Yeah. So I guess let's check Lyra's room. Wait, no, Lyra's trying to corrupt as well. So Z? A vending machine filled with exclusively shitty energy drinks. Well, damn. Are you saying they're shitty because you actually like them, or are you just saying they're shitty to be paid towards Zeke? Because, yep. I expected beer to be here.
Oh. His room is filthy. He needs to clean up.
It appears to be a gift from Mint. He must miss him. Phone. Tablet that only has access to Ezekiel's past performances. We just see there's some health and safety consideration here. I want to see the papers. Various pages from magazines. Mostly looks like garbage though. His drawers are filled with some empty bottles. You know what, I'm getting less and less confident I'm actually going to be able to find these cards. Oh, I'm just not allowed up here then. Okay, that's fine. If they're in my cell, I am going to be deeply confused, because why is Shinku acting not surprised at where the hell could it be? My cell. Any cards? Should I record a tape? Nah. I think I'll go talk to other people instead. That's a great idea. This shelf is filled with none of my favorite books. It's weird they provided all of these if I'm meant to be a prisoner. Unfinished manuscripts. I really should finish some of these drafts. I should tidy up at some point. Ugh. Nothing like a fresh cup of tea to keep my mind off of things. Damn right, because then I'm holding a cup of tea in my hands right now as well. What's this? This shelf is filled with general crime novels. They all go extremely in depth on the specific murder techniques used and how to pull them off. Is this meant to help me? This is a very interesting choice, one, Nicole. This shelf has all my books. A lot of them are annotated completely, though. The annotations are very harsh and kind of rip the books apart, but at least they read them. Letter.
I need to tidy these up at some point.
Book. Okay, yeah, we need to tidy up. Okay, so where the hell are the... Well, I guess let's just go through everything then. Maybe I've just somehow missed something. Seems she's nurturing a lone, single plant now. Weird that his Minnie hasn't done anything to end that plant's life. Well, however long that plant has left, I guess. We checked Mint. Taco is dead. Dracula is dead. Alora is here. What does it say? So Taka is dead. I checked his meanie. I checked Foods. No, I checked Foods. And I checked Asuka's, but okay, I've checked everyone's cells. Where the hell are these cards meant to be? Let me talk to Fu again.
But I mean, if you don't have the guts of that, we could always just have a little chat, man to man. What'd you say?
No way.
You're lost, kid. Let me know if you change your mind or if you find some cards.
I am like totally not concerned at all. I'm never gonna find these cards. I would have them. Me, Zeke.
Finally, you guys, I found the damn playing cards. I have been looking. I checked every cell like 2 times.
But okay, it's fine. Of course, Fu would have a set of playing cards in his own cell and not tell me about them. But it's fine. Everything's okay. I'm so happy. Ah, there's a set of playing cards here. That's exactly what we would need to play poker. It's a little strange he didn't tell me the cards were in his own cell, but I digress. I guess they look pretty old and faded. Strange he held on to them. Huh, that's strange. There's a phone number written on the 4 of diamonds, and some characters I can't quite understand. Don't mind me while I take a picture of this and translate it. I'm assuming it's Chinese characters and it's probably to do with something about his ex-wife, I'm guessing. What does it say? Well, assuming that my Google Translate is correct, it's roughly translated into "Will we meet again?" So I wonder if the 4 of diamonds it's definitely a reference to his ex. Interesting. I wonder if it's going to explain it to me during the actual event. You know what? That is probably something that is about to happen, so I don't know why I wasted my time translating. But it says we'll meet again, and I guess 4 diamonds might have been a nickname for his late wife. Or ex-wife, I guess. Oh, well. I shouldn't think about it too hard. I should take these and bring them back to Fu. Well, before that, I am going to talk to everyone and see how much dialogue I can get out of the free time events, because that is how I play this game. And you audience members will just have to deal with it. I know there's nobody's in their cells thanks to my very intense searching. Is there anything Amelia has to say? Hey, Emily. Or Amelia.
What do you want?
Should I try talking to Amelia?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm going to say first, because I don't want to waste a free time event with her, but I'm just saying if I can, then...
Why do you keep bothering me? What do you want?
I just want to talk to you, try to understand you.
You're not getting anything. I thought I'd make that more than clear.
Really? Nothing? You can't even tell me your favorite color?
Isn't that fucking obvious?
Yellow?
Oh my fuck. I'm just
Curious.
It's better you don't know anything about me.
But you know everything about me. That can't be fair.
Bestie, you're in a killing game. Get over it. Live with it.
Just one fact about yourself. That's all I'm asking for. Even though from chapter 2 it was very heavily implied that Amelia knew your late sister and you were aware of that fact, so I feel like you know more about her than you're letting on, Shinku.
Did I get you to leave?
Of course, if that's what you want.
I like cats. Especially scruffy little strays. Bobtails. Or black cats. I like black cats a lot. With their piercing little yellow eyes and pupils that look like those tabby pearl things. That's why they made Modern Echo a cat. Thought it would help me settle in better.
Huh.
There. Is that enough for you?
That's really sweet, actually.
It would also be pretty fucking sweet if you could get out of the house. Leave.
Right, of course, I'm going. I don't know if you're not to me anymore. I'm sorry. Bye. To the east side of the prison first. Go to where the people died, get the trauma out of the way first. That's how I live my life. Anyone here? Nope. Anyone here? Nope, no, anyone here? Nah. You know what? Asu, Zeke and Lyra are probably together, so I don't know what we're doing. They're probably in the infirmary, I guess. They might all be together. Is Minnie here? Ooh, no, Alora is. Hi, Alora. Ah, Dr. Lenius. Was the rest of your food okay? Ah, Kutski. It was more than alright, thank you. What are you doing here? Well, I've looked over all the books about this facility's history a few times already, but I thought it may be useful to look over them again, in case I missed anything by chance. It's unfortunately all I can do at the moment in hopes of trying to help our escape now. I'm sorry that I cannot do more, truly. Well, you've done more than enough. Please just rest. Can I read with you? Can I read with you? If you wish, but I work best in silence. I guess 2 voices is one too many to listen to all at once. I won't stop you if you try to wish to I won't stop you if you wish to stay and read alongside me, but let's try not to disturb one another. I think it would be best just leave you to it. I know when I'm rejected. Bye-bye. Very well. Thank God the name prick is gone. Oh, anywhere where... I wonder if Chinker will go to the place where Maiku died. Oh, he will go in. That's interesting. Anyone here? Anyone by Maiku's spot? Oh! Lyra wants to be exactly where Maiku died. Really wants to suck in all that of those memories. Hi, Lyra. Lyra? What on earth are you doing here?
Well, it's nothing. Don't worry. Guess I'm just reminiscing.
Ask her what about. Leave her be. Let's make it about myself. Me too. Yeah, me too. Seems no matter what I do, I just end up stuck in the past.
Oh, come on. Don't do that. You know that's only going to depress you.
It can depress me more than what the future does.
Oh my god, get over yourself. If you've been all get tight and open about, you'll obviously never feel better.
Hey, isn't that a little harsh?
It's the truth. So if you want to mope, do it elsewhere.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was exactly the reaction I was going to get, and I'm not disappointed in the slightest. Let us go. Anyone in the shadow room? That is the infirmary. Hey Zeke, any success getting the good stuff?
When are they going to restock this shit? Jesus Christ. They've got one fucking job. You think they do?
Hey Zeke.
Shit, dude. Would it kill you to say something when you enter a room? Don't just sneak up on me like this.
Right. Sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean, I thought you'd hear me.
Well, for your information, Sam, I was focused on sorting Asu's meds out, but it seems like we're all out of antibiotics.
That's a little alarming. Are there any in the medicine storage?
I don't know. I guess I could have a check, but the infirmary itself should have been restocked by now, you know?
I wonder if that will have anything to do with the upcoming motive, huh? Sips tea suspiciously. We should let Laura know. Maybe it's good. I don't keep tabs on it. This would annoy him. He does like what I do, so let's say maybe it's good.
How the hell is us losing medical supplies a good thing? I thought you were meant to be smart, Sam.
Well, I mean, it's not really, but it might discourage Lyra from taking as many pills as she does. It might be a bit of a wake-up call for her to leave them for those who might need them in emergencies.
Okay, I'm digging out the knife. It's a wonder you and Isabel still aren't talking. You two deserve each other.
Zeke gave me a sharp glare before returning to surveying the medicine store. Fair. To the shower room. And I know I just said that maybe Asuka, Lyra, and Zeke will be together, but I just remembered I already talked to Asuka in her cell room, so I don't know what I was talking about there. Anyone in the shower block? No. God, this shower block is very not nice. Guess all the running water. Anyway, to the west side of the prison. Who are we even missing? Fu, Asuka, Lyra, Zeke, me, Alora. It's only Ismini that can be over here, I believe, unless I'm forgetting someone in existence, which would be quite embarrassing. And considering that we're only missing Ismini, I'm going to take a bet and say she's in the prayer room. That feels like somewhere she would be. Or maybe she's in the shower room thinking about how we betrayed her by putting the pin in the incineration, not telling her. Well, she's not here. Oh no, she's literally down here by the grave. Whose grave is this, by the way? Mint's grave. Is that Jakul's? I think that's Molly's. Why would they put a grave all the way over here where oh wait, no, I can't reach it, never mind. Her grave. Okay, so that's Molly's. Is this Taka's? Taka's grave. Oh, and Takiko's is down here, I guess. I didn't even see that. I was literally about to say, where the hell did they put Takiko's grave? I was like, oh, it's all the way down here. Can I even walk here? I can. Jakul's grave. Oh no, this is Jakul's. So she's looking at... So... Ismini's looking at Takiko's grave? Molly's grave. I miss you so much. Oh, so her grave is Takiko. Okay, I see. I understand now. I totally misinterpreted what she was saying. Okay, so it wasn't a her grave. It was a her grave. Okay, hey, Ismini. I got rejected by everyone else, so I need to get rejected by you before I talk to Fu and do his fun event. Ismini was by Molly's grave in the courtyard. She seemed to be in quiet contemplation. I don't think she'd appreciate me disturbing her in a moment like this. And even if I felt comfortable with it, I don't think she'd want to talk to me right now. I should leave her be. That's a fair choice. I do agree with Asuka that we should try and make amends, even if it ends up with us getting slapped in the face. I feel like that's something we should at least try to do before one of us inevitably dies and perishes. But while she's grieving and looking at Molly's grave, I think I agree with you. That's probably not the best time. Maybe talk to her during dinner, I guess. I don't know when. Or the mother reveal, because the mother reveal is undoubtedly going to be here soon. Okay, hey Fu, I got rejected by everyone, so I'm ready to talk to you now because I have no one left. I got it. I got the damn cards.
Color me impressed. Maybe you do have a bit of a spine.
Let's skip the preamble and just... The sooner we can get this over with, the better.
Someone's eager, huh? I'm surprised you even know how to play poker.
Well, I might need a little bit of that
You really are something, kid. You know that, right? I do like it a lot.
Can't exactly say that feeling is mutual. I settled in the Fu cell, and he explained the rules of poker to me, which made me only further question why I had to retrieve the set of cards from his cell if we were only going to return it when we started playing the game anyway. But I was scared shitless of this man, and I felt like he'd do anything to me, so I decided to be a little chicken and say nothing. I didn't really get it at first. I got scared pretty quickly and folded fairly easily. But I eventually got a grip and tried my best to focus. If I was able to win, I could get some incredibly valuable information about this game. I needed to do something for the others. Oh, Fu, don't. Oh. A pair of queens, that's a pretty good...
I got higher that time.
Oh my god, Shinku, please. I was the one who was saying, oh wow, that's pretty good. Well done, Shinku.
Huh, you're getting better at this, kid. Surprised you didn't fold after I put in that much.
Okay, so this is not like, I thought he literally pulled up 2 queens and was like, I thought he was like saying, I need to do this with a group. Pulls up a good tech. Oh, I didn't mean ignore I said that, Fu. But no, it's not like while it's portrayed in the CG, he actually did something good, and then he was like, oh, cool.
It threw me off for a moment, but I was more shocked you did it in the first place. It seemed pretty impulsive, not fully thought through. Did you think you can throw me off?
Maybe. But I'm pretty good at making bad, impulsive decisions that I go on to regret later.
Okay, don't say things that are going to make me waste my question on your personal life, Fu. Please don't do that.
If you go all in, win or lose, you can at least shrug it off and say you were just looking for a rush. If everything doesn't work out, at least people can commend your confidence at the end of the day. Won't make you look any weaker.
That just sounds like you've got a problem.
Ha! Maybe a few. But I gotta say, I'm impressed. I thought you'd fold for sure.
I can't just keep folding and playing it safe. Otherwise, you'll chip away at what I've got until I really have nothing.
Want to make this one our final match? At the stage we're at right now, it could go either way. So, I think one more round would be a good tiebreaker.
Okay.
I mean, sure, but I don't think it's going to be a very fun game.
What do you mean, kid?
Where we're at, if either of us fold now, it'll just guarantee the other wins no matter what. We're pretty much even, so it doesn't matter how much we put in either. There's kind of no choice but to keep going until the end here.
Is that so?
At this point, it isn't playing a game. It's just a test of luck.
I mean, isn't that what poker is really about? When you really knock it down. I know there's a lot of like deception and psychological tactics and trying to read other people, but when you really put it to its bare roots, isn't poker just really just a game of luck, a test of luck?
It practically already was before.
But there was still something more to it.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're really skilled. But at the end of the day, if you're dealt a bad hand, there's only so much you can do, huh?
Well, the way you say that is is implying that I should be thinking deeper into this, and you're referencing something from your past. But I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, I agree with you, Fu.
You can't make the other person see that, or they'll realize you're not going to win.
What could this be talking about? I have no
Bingo.
idea.
Exactly.
Right.
Then I'll go all in.
Your hand can't be that bad that you're using my own impulsive strategies against me.
It doesn't matter what I bet at this stage. No matter how little or how small, this comes down to luck now. Which is strange, because why would you set this up in a way you couldn't manipulate it to win?
I told you, kid. I'm an honest man. I wouldn't do such a thing.
Well, if we ignore the fact that you lied to us about being part of this killing game and trapped us here, and lied several times and you didn't kill Taka, and not tell us you were corner tape, beside all of that, I guess you are a pretty honest man.
Don't lie to me, you absolutely would. So that just begs the question, what are you actually trying to do here?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I don't think he's running this game. I think he's trying to get information from us for some reason. I don't know why he was trying to get it from us specifically, but I don't know. I don't trust it.
Maybe that can be your question if you win. Well, I'll match you. All in here as well.
I honestly don't know who I would rather win. A part of me wants Fu to win just because I want to see what kind of question he wants to ask us. But a part of me wants Shingu to win because I'm actually incredibly curious what Fu would tell us.
Didn't
So
learn
both
from the
scenarios is like
first
a
time.
win. Both scenarios is a win and a lose at the same time. It's like,
You said it yourself. What else can I do?
We braced ourselves and turned over our cards, presenting what we had. I didn't have anything great,
Well, would you look at that?
Huh?
You got 3 of a kind.
That's barely anything.
Good compared to mine.
What do you have? I looked at his cards. He only had a pair.
Wait, so
You won, kid.
God,
Congrats.
I won. Yay.
Thanks, but it doesn't feel all that significant when it's just out of luck.
Now, what exactly did you want to ask? Anything in the world. I'll answer it truthfully.
And now I'm just here wondering, considering Shinku said that Fu would probably, and I agree with him, he would probably manipulate the game into a way where he would most likely win. And considering he didn't do that, a part of me is wondering what if he lost the game on purpose because he didn't. I know, because he didn't want to be able to ask us anything. He wants us to ask him something. I feel like he's someone who wants to get what he wants out of everything. So he wants us to ask something, which is what I'm curious about. Or maybe he's just curious about what we would ask him. I just something about this entire situation just feels off. Okay, admittedly, I had to read all this far ahead. I am not that smart. I know, I knew I needed something I could tell the others, but I couldn't think of what would be useful now I was actually here in the moment. So I just asked the first thing that came to mind.
When will this all stop?
Okay.
How many more deaths do there need to be before they'll let the rest of us go?
Are you asking how many of you will be left alive at the end of this?
Pretty much.
Food diverted his head regretfully and let out a low sigh, avoiding eye contact as he gave me the answer.
One. Only one of you can make it out.
Maybe it was horrible to not tell the others what I'd learnt that day. But telling them that would have diminished what little hope still lingered between us that we'd all get to leave. It might lead to more killings, and I couldn't let that happen, no matter what. But it just put into perspective just how much more loss was to come. You know what? I have a... Sorry, well, this okay. So, in the top right, it says there's 7 prisoners left, which includes Fu. So, Fu is still a viable person to murder, so ignoring that part of it, let's just assume that there's only 6 of us left. Me, Lyra, Ismini, Zeke, Asuka, and Alora. If only one of us can leave, that means... Because one of us leaving doesn't mathematically make sense, because let's say one person kills, we get a trial, we execute someone. One person kills, we get a trial, and one person gets executed. That leaves 2 people left, and another murder need to happen. So is this going to be a free-for-all when there's 2 people left? And what if there's another double murder and we're left with 3 people? Where if someone kills, and then the trial would just be accusing back and forth, and there'd be a tie vote no matter what happened. Like, do we just go to a free-for-all at some point? Because that's what's confusing me. And I'm not even sure if we can even trust this information, because I don't think Fu's running the game, so I just think he said something to make us lose our hopes. But then how would that benefit Fu? Oh god. And maybe Fu is just part of this game, and I'm overanalyzing this entire situation with him being involved with the game, and I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? But let's go to the showers and probably shower someone or meet with someone or whatever. I was headed off to the showers that evening when I was stopped. Oh, great, here we go. Motive time.
Hey. Come to the canteen. Mononeko called a meeting.
What? What about?
No clue, but it's Mononeko, so I'm gonna take a guess and say it's bad news. I'm guessing, like, the motive, maybe?
Already? But compared to last time, it's...
I know, it's insane, but I think they're trying to get the ball rolling faster than last time.
I just hope it isn't something bad. The last 3 motives have only really been manageable since Dr. Elenius took the lead on managing us all through them. I don't know what we're going to do now. People won't let her do that this time for sure.
Well, it's not like we can let her take the lead and be sensible ourselves if needed, is it?
I suppose not. I also suppose that I cannot read because I just realized I totally botched that sentence, so I'm going to try it again.
Well, it's not like we can't take the lead if we really need to do it ourselves, right?
I suppose... Lyra, have you seen us? We are shambles. We are a mess. We cannot do anything by ourselves. Dr. Elenius barely kept it together, and even at that, it led to her accidentally killing someone. Dracul killed someone. Atagio did what she did, and I'm like, Lyra, we're not going to be able to do anything. Mononeko is going to say, here's a biscuit if you kill someone, and someone's head is going to be off their shoulders, neck in an instant. Lyra, we are doomed.
Okay, well that just felt like an unnecessary thing to say.
I followed Lyra into the canteen, where everyone else was already gathered and waiting. Attention lingered amongst us. We knew what was to come. I wonder if it's not going to be the motive and we're just all getting paranoid for no reason, because I feel like it's a very obvious thing to say that the motive's coming.
Shinku, you got the memo? He was a little slow on the uptake, but I got him.
Is that everyone?
Guess so.
It just feels like there's so few of us now. It's strange.
Well, go figure. There are a lot less of you. You should feel lucky. Really. You made it this far.
Oh right, I forgot that I have to voice Mononeko. That thought just did not pass me at all.
Just excited to see who our final fight will be. Yeah!
I'd say you're fucking sick, but we figured that out long ago.
Now that comes up the question, why is the final 5 important? Does something interesting happen when there's only 5 people left? Because if that happens, then that shows everything Fu just said to us into a rubbish bin, because everything you said was shit. It just wasn't true. I'm just a little confused. This feels quite early for a motive.
You said anything about a motive?
Well, we just assume.
Okay, well, you're right, but you did not say it out loud. I'm sure sense of suspense, hymen, mystery, geesh.
Now everything's boiling up around here. We figured it would be best to implement it sooner rather than later. Or else you might do it without our input. And that would be no fun. Would it?
Be a lot less expensive on your part.
We're willing to take a few monetary losses to increase viewership.
So, you just want to get as many eyes on this as possible?
Absolutely. It's a basic media production.
I just hope that the next motive isn't anything too shocking to try to facilitate that.
Well, you know, sex and violence sell more than anything else at the end of the day.
Don't give them ideas.
We thought we'd do something a little more personal this time, you know? I mean, you all have such bright ideas on how to run things here. We thought we'd put a bit of control into your hands. Uh-oh. And even the playing field here, after all, there's a little bit of an unfair disadvantage right now.
Alora, right? I'm just trying to think. Astika wordy, is Mini wordy, Seek wordy. We haven't been judged yet. Fu hasn't been judged. Well, Lyra is also correct, but Lyra has Zeke and is Asuka, so looks at Alora.
You mean all the corrupt prisoners? They didn't want that disadvantage. Maybe they should have not, you know, been just an irredeemable piece of shit. Gosh, we decided to level things out. We do someone a bit of a promotion. A promotion?
Mononeko hopped onto one of the countertops and held out a small badge in one of their paws. Oh, okay. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Okay, so someone is going to be joining the side of the Wardens.
This is a Warden's badge.
Okay.
It's what'll allow one very special prisoner to start making some changes around here.
What kind of changes?
First and foremost, it allows you to circumvent any limitations of your verdict. Or, well, some of them.
And Laura just jumps out of her seat and rushes that cat, trying to steal a badge from her just so she can try and complete her plans of finding an escape route.
Secondly, you'll be given access to some equipment, namely some handcuffs and a master key.
Oh, so we're going to be locking people in their
The
rooms.
master key will allow whoever is selected as warden to lock one room at a time.
Okay, so any room. Okay.
They can use both these tools however they wish to enforce whatever way of life they want to impose onto the prison.
What?
And lastly, every day starting tomorrow until a murder, they'll get to choose between two conditions to be permanently placed over the prison.
Okay.
Permanent.
Well, at least until the next kill.
The rest of you can try and plead and reason and advocate for what you want. But ultimately, our stand-in warden will get the final say.
See, this is why I don't get about Fu. He always says something after Mononeko has already said it. He always, like, adds on to what Mononeko says to make it more ominous. He never says anything first. He never says anything of his own volition. He always adds on to what's already been said, which is why I can't even believe it. I can't believe he's part of the prison because he hasn't said anything about the game that we can know to be true of his own free will. That's not the right way to say it, but he has never brought up new information of the game that we can verify. And the things we can verify what he's saying is true, he only says after Madaneko or Amelia says it. So I just can't trust he's actually working with it.
And who exactly gets to be the stand-in warden amongst us? You're keeping this all dreadfully vague.
I mean, I assume we'd vote, but...
Well, considering recent events means they'll want to take any sort of advantage they can get.
No?
Your stand-in warden will be... Prisoner 06, Alora Alenius.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense. Well, I guess they did say they were going to give someone with the most disadvantage this power, and I did say Alora, but okay, Alora gets it.
What?
What?
Oh, hell the fuck no she isn't.
This is your reward for murder.
I'd suggest not taking that tone with her. She could detain you at any point now. Just some advice. Might not work out for you in the long run.
Okay, so this is kind of a series I'm forming, not because of any basis, but mostly because of the YouTube videos. So the first part of this, there's two parts of this daily life, and I'm presuming the first part will be played as Shinku, and the second part will be played as Asuka, coming from the YouTube thumbnails. And I wonder if those interrogations are going to be held from Laura's perspective, and again, Laura's the one interrogating us. But something I was thinking was, if the perspective changes at one point, and Alora has handcuffs and can lock us in and lock anyone in the room, I wonder if Shinku does something that gets Alora on his bad side, and Alora decides to lock Shinku in one of the rooms, and that's when the perspective switches, because it'd be very boring to play as a character who's just locked in one room and can't communicate to anybody. I wonder if that's how we'll go. Huh.
I don't give a shit. I'm not having a murderer tell me what to do.
What's called the pedal back there? Is he killed?
This is completely different and you know it.
You don't have to listen to her. Just don't complain to me if you end up handcuffed and locked in your cell.
I'll not be doing anything of the sort.
I think you'll surprise yourself.
This is bullshit, though. Why is she being rewarded for murdering someone? That makes no sense. Well, you see, she is bringing in the cash and the viewers. People are so watching her all day, looking at the murderer who killed Takahiro.
I'm not entirely opposed to this, but aren't your viewers going to be upset she can circumvent the verdict they voted for?
It was so close. Who really cares?
You cared enough for me when I was even closer. Taki was pretty damn close too.
I don't know why you bother arguing. It's not going to change anything.
Besides, she always took the lead on the other motives anyway. What's really all that different now?
Well...
Either way, the power's in your hands now, Alora. What you decide to do is up to you. We'll get you all here again tomorrow, so your wonderful new warden can make a first condition decision. Better try and get her a good time before then. Good luck.
The cat scurried away, and Fu drew back, sitting down and observing our discussion as they took a drink, watching Dr. Elenia slip the warden's badge she'd been clutching into her pocket. Oh, you're not going to wear it like a badge of honor? Come on now. Even though I get why you wouldn't wear it as a badge of honor, but you know, like, come on. At least wear it so it can be on your design.
Oh, this is such bullshit.
I mean, it could be worse. I guess it depends what the conditions are.
Rest assured, I'll try my best not to abuse this. At the end of the day, our collective survival is my main priority.
Oh, shut up. You're just gonna use it to save your own skin.
This just feels unfair.
Well, I'm certain she won't use the handcuffs to lock off any rooms at the end of the day. Regardless of what you think of her, I'm sure she understands how much abusing this could place her own life in jeopardy. I'm more than aware. But in actuality, I believe this motive could help our survival. I'm not sure I follow. Well, if I survive, then the world will be a better place. So, you know what? And if I'm alive, we all have better chances of surviving, as we all know. So, if I'm the warden, I can do whatever I want, and we'll all be in a better place, you see? If Fu was correct in his assertion that all previous escape routes and plans were always going to be fruitless, then it's not worth continuing to pursue those. Instead of trying to find an escape route before someone kills, we should focus on making sure no one kills in the first place.
I mean, yeah, duh.
And this position grants me all the necessary tools to minimize the chance of someone killing in the first place. If all works, we should be able to maintain our survival until a rescue party comes. See, here's the thing, Alora. I feel like, my math might be wrong, but I feel like it might have been half a year since this killing game has started. Give or take half a year. What makes you think a rescue team is even going to come? Like, after a few weeks, I would have lost all hope of a rescue team coming. It's been 6 months, and you've been on a live stream. I don't think anyone's going to be coming for you, I'm going to be honest. And also, this thought process is exactly what's going to make you do stuff that you don't think you will do. You say that you're not going to abuse your power, but if you are hell-bent on making sure all of us survive, you are naturally going to, at some point, no matter how long it takes, you are going to abuse your power if you think it's in the greater good. Give an example, even though it would be horrible to say this out loud, Taka Hero. You killed Taka thinking it would be best for him if he died because you saw how people suffered, assuming that to be true, but you killed him because you thought it would be best for him. If you think a certain action would be best for the group and the best of the group's survival, you are going to take that action with your power, even if it ends up harming the mental health of everyone here. You will still take that action, and such power is how you're going to abuse said power. Well, such thoughts are how you're going to abuse the power. Yeah, I don't see this going well, I'm going to be honest.
It's been a few months. I don't think anyone's gonna save you, Toots.
I hate to agree with Fu, but I kind of agree with Fu. I'd rather wait and see than have anyone else die. Okay, I think a serious conversation we have to have is, how long do we wait before we seriously consider murdering? Because it comes to a point, let's say we're stuck here for 2 more years, and we keep Alora stays as the warden, and nothing bad happens, there's no more motives, and we just stuck her for another 2 years. How long is it worth just staying here and living our lives here, before it eventually just becomes pointless? At what point would it become better to kill someone, and just throw off all restrictions, go through a trial, bring the numbers down to 5, and see what happens when we get to 5 people and see if anything changes? Because I don't think it's fair to the people here to force them to stay alive for the rest of their lives just because you're hell-bent on keeping the group alive. Because some people might rather, even if it's a horrible thing to think about, some people might rather die than spend the next like 70, 80 years of their lives here. And I don't think that's a unfair thing to stop them if they really wish to. Because if there was really no other choices, because like you just said, all escape routes are now gone. And the only thing you can do is wait. And at a certain, I don't think people are going to be coming. So I know it's very hard to just be like, I think it's very hard to tell a group of people who have already been here for half a year, just wait. Just tell them the only thing we can do is wait and not to kill each other. And just expect them to go on for that for the rest of their lives, or the rest of their foreseeable lives. Because if nothing's happening for 6 months, what are the chances of something happening now? That's what I'd be thinking in this situation anyway. If I was one of the last 7 people alive here.
And how exactly do you plan on preventing that without going all crazy control freak on us? Because there's a real fine line here. Too much control and someone's bound to snap on you eventually.
And I agree completely with Lyra. That's a risk I'm willing to take. I mean, if anything, you've shown that to be true. At the end of the day, I want to prevent any more casualties above all else. If that means further tarnishing my reputation or making controversial choices where necessary, then so be it. I'm not sure how you could further tarnish your reputation, Laura, I'm going to be honest. I feel like the worst you could do is if you piss people off with this power, I feel like most people will be like, of course you do that. You wouldn't ruin it, but your previously established reputation would just make sense for what you do. I'm not so certain. Well, let me lay down a few ground rules. I do not wish to abuse the power I've been given, but I will if any of the following guidelines are broken.
Do you hear yourself?
Please wait until I've said what I wish to enforce. I'm sure many of those you will all unanimously agree with. First and foremost, if anyone is caught being unnecessarily violent towards another prisoner or planning the kill, they will be quarantined and locked in their cell. Well, I think that's fair enough. Secondly, I will be going through people's individual cells to remove anything potentially harmful. Some people are going to speak up about that. Zegan comes. Okay, never mind. Asuka comes in.
What?
Anything that could be easily used as weapons, toxic substances, not counting medication, unnecessary things such as hair dye. Looks at Zeke. Also, Asuka, I will need to confiscate and kill your frogs. They are deadly weapons of destruction. I saw what they could do in those sewer systems. By God, they must be executed.
What? That's bullshit. How the hell is someone gonna kill with hair dye?
Elias, I think you'll live if your roots grows.
Well, I don't personally use hair dye. My hair is naturally black.
So do you bleach your eyebrows ginger or...
Fuck you. It's not ginger. It's amber brown.
Oh my God! You know what? I'm pushing my time. I'm getting the drugs. I can't deal with this. I really think we have bigger priorities right now.
Finally, anyone who actively goes against the group and hinders our survival in any way will be quarantined or face a non-harmful punishment. Is that fair? Okay.
That's pretty vague.
I'm just trying to cover my bases here.
I'd prefer we hammer out exactly what you mean by that now sooner than later, before we agree to it and you end up abusing that later down the line.
We can further clarify it when we know exactly what the conditions we have to pick are from. Alright? Alright. Even if you despise me, know that I'm not putting these rules in place for the sake of punishing or hindering anyone's freedoms. I just cannot have another death on my hands. Also, since I can presumably now touch the showers and kitchens again, I will provide for Chantal in terms of food, showering, and supplying her daily dosage.
Oh, we're back on this bullshit again.
Like it or not, she cannot afford to keep going how she is here. If we're staying here for the long term, I'll gradually reduce our dosage, and oh god, what am I trying to say? I don't even know what that word is. And wean her off them. And lean her off them? Wean her off? Is that a word? Wean? Let me check, is wean a word? Am I trying to say weed? Am I giving her wean instead? Let me check if Google is going to help me this time. Let's see. Don't mind this phone I'm bringing out, guys. Modern will lend it to me. I'm a warden now, so I can go back to my phone addiction. In fact, I might make a new AI for unrelated reasons. Don't worry about it. Meaning of the word wean. Is this a typo or is it a word I'm unaware of? It is. Okay, the reception down here is not great. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like we could have chosen a better place than. Oh wait, here we are. Word. What does the word wean mean? The meaning of wean is to accustom a young child or animal to take food otherwise than by nursing. Ooh. Even though I'm talking about a nearly grown woman, I don't know why I'm saying, I don't know why the definition refers to a young person or animal, but you know what? It's fine. It is a true word, fun. That's the safest approach we can take, as we decided before.
Yeah, whatever. Sure. Just don't randomly take them off of me if I break one of your rules or whatever.
You can't seriously be agreeing to this.
Right now, I need to be as steady as I can be. I'd really prefer if it wasn't her helping me here, but I need to get off of them.
Huh.
You said that last time as well, but those withdrawal symptoms. No one can blame you for getting back into the regular usage after Alora got corrupt. I really think that this is the sort of thing you should sort out after the game.
Huh. I wasn't aware she fully relapsed after I stopped monitoring her.
Well, we didn't have to let everyone know that, but fuck me, I guess.
Elias, Chattel, I think it would be best if the two of you stay in separate cells for the foreseeable future. Grins maniacally.
What the hell?
I cannot monitor what the two of you do while you're alone, and I cannot control what Elias gets access to. Right now, we cannot risk Chattel relapsing again, especially with how infrequently the medicine storage is being restocked. Yeah, I feel like that is something I'm fearing about. It clearly has nothing to do with the motive, but I fear what Alora could do with that unregularly stocked medicine cabinet. And now that I think about it, I wonder if the regularly restocked medicine cabinet would imply that we're actually getting nearer to the end of this game. Because if they're not restocking the cabinet as much as they need to, maybe they don't think we'll be here for that much longer and they won't need to restock it. Huh? Honestly, all clues point to Fu just Fu's just doing whatever he can. Fu's just playing for the love of the game at this point. I just think he's making up whatever he can just for fun. Or maybe he doesn't want to handle that he couldn't save Takako, I don't know. But I agree with Alora in what she's doing. And I also understand why Zeke feels that way towards Lyra. But if they take it slowly... Because the truth is, if Lyra did go out of the game and she did deal with it out of the game, how would she deal with it? Would Zeke help her? I guess. I just don't know if Lyra would be able to fix it outside the game. I don't know. Maybe she would. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I do think this is the right idea, because maybe Lyra could just do some snap. I don't know. I don't know much about drugs, but I would be scared she could just snap. It's just difficult. Your current level of consumption is not sustainable. That's the reality here.
I don't care. That's no good reason to separate us.
I do agree. I do think separating them is a bit much. I do understand why Alora is fearing that, but I do think if Lyra didn't show any big signs of withdrawal symptoms and was still managing fine, I do think Zeke would let her do what she wanted to do.
Right? Like, sure, whatever to the other stuff, but this feels excessive.
You're both grown adults. I'm sure you can sleep on your own just fine, but I mean, Lyra, if you really need to sleep somewhere else because of your horrible cell, my cell is open.
This is complete bullshit. Hey, I mean, if you're so upset about it, feel free to test your luck. Just don't blame me if it ends up poorly. That's your loss.
Now, I'm going to quickly survey everyone's cells and confiscate anything potentially harmful. If something vital is missing, please come inform me privately later. Once again, please know I'm doing this for all our safety. I would feel way more comfortable if someone else went with her. I do want to think that she's doing this for the best of the group, but I do think it'd be just prudent if someone else went with her to make sure she doesn't do anything crazy. And no witches let her go on her own. Okay, great. Alora quickly left, her confidence to return into her a little, but I could tell she was still clearly nervous as she went to survey the cells, leaving the rest of us in the canteen.
Yeah, right. More like to protect yourself.
At least she's being fairly sensible about it.
Doesn't mean I have to like it. Give her one bad day and she'll go on a power trip, I'm telling you. I just don't know why they didn't pick someone who actually deserves it. Someone who the audience has decided doesn't deserve to be here. Like me and Asu.
If you recall, I'm also worthy.
Lust, she's taking my goddamn hair dye.
I thought your hair was all natural.
Shit, I mean, Li's hair dye.
Girl, you're not fooling anyone. Be so for real. Either way, let's just see how things go for now. It's probably best we all stick together and keep touching base throughout all of this. Yeah, absolutely. The last thing we really know is to be divided.
I'm happy to collaborate, but I'm not exactly all that keen on playing house.
Don't worry. No one was going to invite you anyway.
Zeke?
Right, yeah, collaboration and friendship. The power of friendship making it through all this together, right, and all that shit.
We should probably get back to the cells. I trust Dr. Lennius to not be unreasonable about what she takes, but it might be good to oversee that just in case.
Right, yeah, good idea. We'll all meet up later, okay?
Not you, Gramps. Hey, come on. I'm not that old.
I won't give details now because our session someone is here. But trust me, I've got my own plan to deal with this motive. I'll be alright, no matter what. Even if she does get controlled and paranoid.
Which hopefully she won't.
But it's better to be safe rather than sorry.
Certainly.
Catch you later. Take care until then. Lie, Zeke, come on. Let's go about to eat, then head back to his house.
I'm gonna sit here, cause I wanna see the mess between Shinku and his meaty play out. Please, you two interact. I need some entertainment.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank God Lyra got out of his cell and get Shinku in there. No, Shinku, no. This was the perfect time. Well, maybe not the perfect time, but there's never going to be a perfect time to re-kill things between her and Samini. I feel like you should have taken your shot. I feel like you should have taken your shot there. I didn't particularly want to be left alone with Samini right now. I knew it'd be awkward, so I ran away like a little kid to myself. I checked around and I couldn't find anything in particular that was notably missing. Not that I had anything all that dangerous to myself to begin with. So after my checks, I settled down a bit. It seemed I had some free time before I needed to sleep. Maybe I could speak to someone. Well, is there anything out there? Is there any fun events going on? Anything? Are we gonna do a free time event? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna do a free time event. I'll do a free time event that'll end the episode. I'll just go through some of the dialogue. It's fine. I wanna go talk to Alora, so I'll try and do her first. Just because of how I have to download the game every time there's there's a new update. When there's a new bit added to it, I have to download it. So free time events aren't transferred over. So there's some characters who I've hung out with will already have free time events done. But because Alora got corrupt, I'd like to do hers. Anyway, hey Lyra. Hey Lyra. Oh, I'm just saying the same thing. That's nice.
Huh? What's up?
I didn't know you relapsed. I'm sorry to hear. Was she? It's not like she would fully. Well, yeah.
Oh God, not this shit.
Sorry. Did I say this wrong? Well, she clearly didn't want people to know that she relapsed, so I feel like bringing it up again was actually not gonna be a good idea.
I don't need your apologies or sorries or pity or whatever. I'm good. Really, it's not like a big deal. It was always going to happen. Don't act all sympathetic over it. It's just going to make me feel worse.
Sorry, I'll leave you be. I'm here for you. I understand, sorry. I shouldn't have assumed. I won't bring it up if you don't want me to.
No, that's shockingly considerate for your standards, actually.
Thanks! Well, I literally just kind of repeated what you wanted back to you, so I don't think that's a very hard thing for anyone to do, but thank you for thinking so less of me that my standard actions that made you think I'm a good person.
I'm sorry. I know you're just trying to be nice. I guess I'm just kind of on edge from this motive or whatever.
Offer to take on mine, not leave her be. Bye-bye. I need to go hang out with Alora.
Thanks. But hey, if you need a chat, I'm here. I'm not a complete mess, you know.
I know. You know what? Lyra's actually a pretty solid backup. If I mess up with Alora, I'll just go hang out with Lyra. Alora, I'm coming to find you. Where are you, Alora? I can't think of anything else to say, so I better find you soon. Nope. I mean, she's probably in the labs at the north side of this area, but I just want to check all the areas just to be sure. Where's this meanie? Well, are you here, Laura? Nope. I hope you're in the other one. Okay. Gonna have to search the entire place. Here we go. You know what, I probably should have checked the cells first, but I guess I'll check Alora's cell, just to be on the safe side, because it'd be very unfortunate if I went all the way back. Where's Alora? Laura's up here, she's prisoner 6, I think. Well, it'd be weird if you're in this place. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Amelia then, considering I have to go to the side of the prison anyway. Oh, me. Why are you going all the way up here? I know you don't want to talk to me, but even if you go to the long side of the room, I'm still gonna get to you.
What the hell do you want?
Should I try talking to Amelia?
Yes. You again? What do you want this time?
I just wanted to see how you were doing today.
What? Realized how shit your novels are? Trying to take a crack at being the ultimate therapist instead. You know, maybe you'd be a pretty fucking good therapist. You'd make a lot of money at least. None of your patients would ever get better. Only worse, if anything.
Okay, come on.
Hey, you're the one who keeps coming to me. If you don't want to get insulted, take a hint and get out of my office.
Ever wish you could explore the rest of the prison?
Not particularly.
Huh. Must be pretty cramped to be entrapped in here.
Yes, it can be, but I don't really care. I don't really feel like I need to leave. Except, well, never mind, this is fucking stupid.
Whoa, what?
And I liked was having a concert a few months after this all started. They were the first music I really listened to after I ran away, and I don't know. I guess they helped me, give me the energy to keep moving. Sometimes I kind of wish I could have gone. I think it would have been fun.
Maybe it's not too. Well, the concert already happened.
Wait, if this plan doesn't work out, I'm as good as the rest of when I get out. Besides, this is all far more important than this stupid band. I know that. They chose me for a reason. I can't let them down. I'm no pussy. I can do this easily. This will all be worth it in the end. I'm sure of it.
Do you really believe that?
Don't you have anything better to do than to argue with me? Go and warn one of your 10 dead boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever.
I don't think he's not interested in talking anymore. So I feel like I was chosen for a reason. I must have been chosen for a reason. That implies to me that she's somehow being... She's manipulated... So the true people behind this game have kind of manipulated her into being this host and this kind of figurehead. Because if this live stream ever gets exposed, she's the one who's going to get arrested. As far as we know, there's nothing that ties the people running this game to it. So she just be kind of be a fall guy for everyone. Huh. And it sounds like to me she's trying to convince herself that it is all worth it. Which is interesting. It also implies to me if she really isn't the one behind this, it just further goes to show that Fu doesn't know what he's talking about because he said that he was working with Amelia. But hey, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that, oh, speaking of Fu, I think you're full of shit. Okay, where's it? Come on, Alora, I need to find you sooner rather than later. It is Asuka. I'm sure I'll find Alora soon enough if I go everywhere. Alora, where are you? You down here? In the prayer room, perhaps? I just realized there's a chance she could be in anyone's cells because she said she was confiscating them, but I really hope I don't have to go back to this cell area. You know what, this room has been really irrelevant to the entire game so far. I wonder if it's going to be brought up this time. I wonder if this is where Laura's going to trap you because it's rather spacious. And a couple people could fit in here. I feel like that could be likely considering this room has not been relevant to the entire game thus far. God, is Laura in just one of the other cells? There's Zeke. Laura, I swear to God, if you're in someone else's cell, I'm going to be very upset. Considering I should have checked all the cells. What was I doing? God, whose cell is she in? Probably Zeke's, honestly. Nope. I guess that she could also be in Fu's.
Where the hell is
is Alora? Okay, there she is in Lyra's cell. Okay. Hey, Alora. I was looking for you. I hope you bet you better do if you don't remember me. I swear to God. Dr. Lennius. Well, what are you doing here of all places?
Kutsuki, I apologize. My search is almost over. I wasn't expecting to find much in Chatel's cell, especially considering how much time she spent in Elias's butt. I suppose I was just surprised about how well maintained his plant is. She's clearly put a lot of care into it.
That's a little strange. She isn't exactly the most careful person. It's weird that she was so attentive about this.
Perhaps I misjudged her.
Maybe me too. Anyways, how are you feeling about this motive?
I'll find a way through it. I just hope that no matter what happens, people would at least have enough faith in me to know I only wish to help.
Yeah, I think the thing is, we all know you want to help, but I think what we fear about, we all feel that you make the wrong decisions trying to help us. I think that's what's going through most people's mind. I feel like after what happened to Taka, some people doubt your intentions, but I believe in your intentions. I just think you make the wrong decisions to fulfill those intentions. If you want their fate, I'll always trust in you. No matter what decisions you make, I'll always trust you have the best intentions in mind. I know you're not a bad person, Dr. Lennius.
Kutsuki.
It felt horrible when I thought I'd killed Molly. I can't imagine having to live with that kind of feeling forever. So, even if I can't do much, I want to help make things a little better for you, however I can. And if trusting your judgment here is what will make things easiest for you, then I'll do it.
If you do wish to help, honestly, well, what I've been struggling the most with recently is loneliness. It's strange not having him constantly rushing up to me to talk about anything, really. So, if you could stay and humor me for a bit, I'd really appreciate that.
Of course, Laura.
Thank you, Kutsuki.
I don't want to leave you alone. Oh. I was admittedly a little apprehensive to approach Dr. Lennius after her verdict and everything that had happened. On one hand, I couldn't help but pity her circumstances and try to help her. On the other hand, that didn't particularly go well the last time. Perhaps I was just apprehensive I'd use her to fill in for someone else. Or maybe I was scared that if I saw who she really was, I'd lose all respect I still had for her. Still, I knew keeping her entirely alone would do no good for her. So, despite everything, here I was talking to her, even if it might sour the others' opinions of me.
Kutsuki, do you think it is rather odd we are having a conversation in Lyra's bedroom? I feel like we should move locations just momentarily. Kutsuki, I do appreciate you and wanting to spend time with me.
I honestly just wanted to see how you were doing, considering, well, everything.
Well, I could certainly be better.
I imagine. Getting hit with that verdict on top of everything else must have been difficult, to say the least.
I suppose it's nothing I didn't expect. I just thought I'd done enough, that people would know that I really did just want to help here. I know what I did was wrong. It's ethically reprehensible. I'm well aware of that. It didn't need to be reaffirmed to me like it had to be for Yuzuki or Taka, but it is the audience at the end of the day. Our suffering is why they're tuning in. Perhaps being so determined to try and make life here bearable is exactly why they wanted to stop me.
I think if you keep dwelling on why things are the way they are with the audience, you'll drive yourself insane. There really isn't much consistency in how they vote. Besides, it's not like you're ever going to get a clear answer, unfortunately.
Everything is driving me insane these days. I'll admit, being more limited in what I can do to help has made me restless, to say the least.
Maybe it's a good thing you're not able to do much. I think Fu already made it more than obvious most of your previous plans would inevitably lead to dead ends. You don't need to remind me, Kutsuki. I'm just saying, after everything that happened, maybe you do need to take a little time to reflect and think on things before throwing yourself back into work. Putting so much pressure on yourself was part of what caused you to... I could not possibly stop now. There really is so much you can do. Then I will do all of it, and once I've done that, I'll find more to do. There's nothing else I can do. Even if anyone here would accept me once again, even be willing to talk to me after what I've done, what's the point of getting attached to anyone ever again? I thought I'd have changed, that I could be trusted. I never expected talking to get so close to me, but I tried not to overthink it. I thought this time I could do it all right. But it's not like you made the same mistake again, Dr. Lenius. You can still... I learned the wrong lesson. In the end, it was never really about prolonging someone's suffering for my own personal gain. My real mistake was not listening, assuming I knew best. And you're doing the same thing here now. You're assuming that... And you're doing the same thing here now. You're assuming you know what's best for yourself and shouldn't out anyone or everything that might help. Well, at least it's only me that I'll be hurting when the consequences for my own decisions fall on no one but myself. So please, Kutsuki, do not feel as though you have to placate me. I've made my choices. I've got no one to blame but myself for my current position. But I don't want to leave you like this. And I truly don't want to hurt anyone else. Even if I was comfortable properly connected with anyone again. Who would even give me a second chance aside from you? I wouldn't want to burden you with the sole responsibility of advocating for me. Your relationship with the others is tenuous as it is. I don't wish to further complicate things for you. I guess, in part, I also wish to keep my distance. I didn't want to make the same mistakes again myself. Dr. Lenius was no fill-in. Oh, Dr. Lenius was no fill-in for anyone. She was her own person. But I wasn't certain if she even really knew who she was as a person. She'd spent so much time building her image of someone composed and reasonable, only to be quite childish in the end. I couldn't help but feel pity and apprehension for her. I understand that, but... That's fine. No, Kutsuki. Totally didn't misread that sentence or question it. If you push us all away like this, you're just going to become more and more reliant on that sweet earpiece. You know that. That's fine. I don't think the others will find it fine. Well, both them and the audience can't possibly think any worse of me. Everyone knows just how pathetic I really am. There's no point trying to exhaust myself trying to hide it. Right now, I know what I need. I know what I deserve. If that somehow worsens everyone else's opinion of me, then so be it. It wasn't ever going to get any better anyway. I disagree. If you showed you were trying to take steps, then... Well, that's your opinion. I spent months trying to be as sanitized and reasonable as possible. I really did not wish to make the sacrifices I made outside of this game, within the game as well. I understood, in part, this was a deeply human situation, and I needed to approach it from a human perspective. Perhaps I let myself be too human, too emotional, but... Even at my best, the worst parts of me still made themselves more than clear eventually. Nothing I'd done before this point made up for who I am as a person. I know how I'm perceived now. I cannot recover the image or trust I had before fully, no matter how many steps I take. But isn't it better to at least have some of it back, and gain it back steadily? I just don't have the time. I don't know how much longer I have left, and in my eyes, there's only one way I can begin to make up for all the mistakes I've made. And what would that be? Ensuring somehow, despite everything, I'm able to get everyone out of here alive. But, once again, with your current restrictions, that's practically impossible to do alone. Improbable, but not impossible. I will find a way. That's all I can do. I do not care what I have to do to achieve that, as I said before. My reputation cannot get any worse. If I'm further ostracized, or if everyone ends up resenting me for what I have to do to achieve that, then I'm fine with that. You'd seriously be fine with all of us hating you? That cost I'm more than prepared to accept to do at least something good here, to make up for everything I've taken. I'll stand by that until it either causes my end, or helps us find an end to this. You're serious about that? Absolutely. It's okay to just let yourself be weak. No one will fault you for that after everything. This just feels like you're overcompensating. Jeez. I cannot possibly overcompensate in this situation. There's too much to compensate for. But you're not going to change my mind, Kutsuki. The only reason I'm letting you know about this is so you don't exhaust yourself trying to defend me. You were not obligated to ever step in for me. I've accepted what I must do now, and I'm not going to implicate anyone else in it if necessary. All this to say, I believe it's for the best that you stay away for now. I really can't change your mind here, can I? No, I'm certain of my decision. I will say it is rather... Well, considering Shingu was about to bring up what I was about to say, I really wish she didn't accidentally press the spacebar there to advance the text. But I was going to say, she thinks that no matter what she does, she won't be seen redeemable in the eyes of everyone here and the audience. And there's no point to it. But weirdly enough, and funnily enough, and ironically enough, that is exactly what Taka did. Between the from the first chapter to the second chapter, from almost dying, and never being able to resolve things with Asuka, they decided to, try and change who they were and try to become a better person and try to be seen better in the eyes of everyone here. And Shinku saw them as a better person, and I'd say a lot of the cast was close to Taka and actually liked Taka to some extent, and even audience perception of them changed. So I think, funnily enough, by rejecting what Shinku was suggesting, she is rejecting what Taka did, and also rejecting what Taka would have wanted, I would think. So I think it's rather interesting how she hasn't really seen that, or maybe she has and she's just ignoring it. It's a very interesting parallel. Do you think Taka would want to see you like this? Stoop into the same lows you helped drag him out of for so long ago? well, I guess those constricted pupils tell me all I need to know about what she didn't think of that. I hardly see how that's relevant here. I should get back to trying to establish possible other avenues to prolong our safety. Do let me know if you need anything, Kutsuki. Let's try to keep it professional from now on. It's sort of hard to do that when I've seen how unprofessional you really are. But until she lets herself be like that, we'd make no progress. I was admittedly very concerned for her, but I knew in the end there was only so much I could do. I just hoped she wouldn't do anything incredibly severe in a vain attempt to get us all out. I really did want the best for her, despite everything. Maybe I just wanted to see someone else who had also made the mistakes, to not repeat them again. Maybe. Even if I was not intending to, I was filling in for you a little in your absence. I really do apologize, but it's hard to keep my promise without you when we weren't meant to grow together. Now me and Dr. Lenny's were both alone, trying to navigate things with a light to guide our way. I really was just as pathetic as her. Alone together, awesome! As someone would say, some sauce. And well, that is where we're going to end this episode. In the next episode, I'm going to forward you. You're not going to see me go through all the pains of going through that free time event again and skimming through the text and blah 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 blah. But it was a very interesting free time event. I enjoyed how we got to see Dr. Zenny's perspective on her after the on her corrupt verdict, and especially the parallels she have towards Taka and Taka's reaction to his guilty verdict. It's like, oh, that's interesting. I like how there's a parallel between them and her. But yeah, with that said, my thoughts on the motive. It's definitely an interesting motive. I'm not sure how much I like them just giving. I the other motives were affected everyone, but I'm not sure how much I like Mononeko and Amelia just giving power to one of the one of the prisoners and just been like, yeah, do whatever you want. You caused the murder. I do think it will eventually cause a murder because Dr. Lennius clearly wants to save everyone. And like Lyra said, she's going to become a control freak. I believe anyway, that's what's going to happen. And that control freak and will cause everyone to be paranoid and someone will murder because of it. But I'm not sure how I feel about it being kind of made to be target one specific person, because even if it initially gives an advantage to Alora, the paranoia she will cause might end up coming back to bite her. And a part of me is wondering, is Alora going to die? I don't know. Especially in that free time event saying she wasn't going to change her mind until it caused her end or everyone got out of here. It just makes me think that she actually might die in this chapter. I'm like, oh, would she though? I don't think she's going to commit a murder. I highly doubt that's going to happen. I think if Alora dies, she's going to be a victim at this point in the game. And there are a lot of people who definitely want to kill her out of other people here. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end the episode. And the next episode, someone knocked on our door, and we're probably going to have that meeting Asuka reference earlier and talk about how we're going to deal with this motive next time. Bye-bye.